Rajesh Dile and welcome to Tibet This Week. This is Sakina Bhatt with another edition of Weekly News on Tibet, His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Central Tibetan Administration. Let's look at the headlines. Cultivating common humanity amidst uncertainty. His Holiness the Dalai Lama appeals G7 members to collectively combat climate change. His Holiness the Dalai Lama wishes Prime Minister Narendra Modi a happy birthday. China holds a Tibetan in prison for 8 years, alleged connections with self-immolation. Friend of Tibet, Dr. Kapila Vatsyayan, passes away. Central Tibetan Administration condones demise of 2 Indian leaders. European Council President expects to visit Tibet. French Senate Tibet group celebrates the 85th birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. On Thursday this week, His Holiness the Dalai Lama engaged in a virtual dialogue on cultivating our common humanity amidst uncertainty, an initiative of Mind and Life Europe.
According to this reality, we should consider oneness of 7 billion human beings. I always try to promote the sort of sense of oneness of 7 billion human beings. We have to live together on this planet, and the future depends on us.
The meeting explored insights the Western scientific and Buddhist traditions offer for fostering the sense of common humanity and universal responsibility as a way of living amidst uncertainty, to promote cooperation rather than conflict and to develop wisdom and compassion. Delivering his keynote address at virtual G7 Speakers Conference on Saturday last week, His Holiness the Dalai Lama appealed G7 members to collectively combat change to save the world. His Holiness also highlighted the arising threat of global warming on the Tibetan plateau.
So now, global warming is really very, very serious. So now is not just idea, but practical level. We are really now facing a lot of problem. Global warming. I think global warming, due to global warming, there's too much rain, some area, there's some area dry.
The speakers at the conference spoke on the theme Climate Crisis with Economic and Environmental Justice for All. That day, the Los Angeles Times also published an op-ed by His Holiness calling on every individual, especially the politicians, to deal the issue with urgency and save the planet. His Holiness the Dalai Lama sent a birthday letter to the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, wishing him on his 70th birthday on Thursday this week. In the letter, His Holiness appreciated the appropriate measures taken by the Prime Minister in this difficult year due to the ongoing threat of coronavirus. Phakpa Kyab, Tibetan political prisoner held for over 8 years in Chinese prison for allegedly pouring petrol on a Tibetan who self-immolated in 2012, has reportedly been recently released. Due to severe restrictions on information in Tibet, his current condition is not known. 57 years old Phakpa Kyab is from eastern Tibet. He was jailed for alleged involvement in the self-immolation of Lamu Tseten from Khanlo, Tibetan Autonomous Prefecture, who passed away after self-immolation in front of the local court in Amchok on 26 October 2012. 1 month after Tseten's self-immolation, Kyab was arrested by the Chinese police on 4th December 2012. He was taken into custody and was later sentenced to an 8-year prison term. His family had not been informed when the sentence was passed. Tenzing Dadu of UN and Human Rights Desk of the Department of Information and International Relations said these acts of Chinese authorities are their key political tool in suppressing Tibetans in Tibet.
Till now, China has been practicing enforced disappearances by detaining incommunicado Tibetans who are deemed threat to PRC's unity and security.
His Holiness the Dalai Lama and the Central Tibetan Administration condoled the demise of Dr. Kapila Vatsyayan, a leading scholar of Indian arts and culture who passed away at the age of 92 on Wednesday this week. In a condolence letter, His Holiness remembered Dr. Kapila Vatsyayan as someone who showed personal interest in the protection and promotion of Tibetan Buddhist culture and a lifelong friend of Tibetan people. Offering condolences to her family and well-wishers, Central Tibetan Administration's President Dr. Lobsang Singye said that Dr. Kapila's support to the Tibetan cause and the people has been outstanding and will always be remembered by the Tibetan people with the deepest affection and respect. Central Tibetan Administration condoled the demise of two Indian leaders, former Union Minister Dr. Raghuvansh Prasad Singh, who passed away on 13 September, and Swami Agnivesh, who passed away on 11 September. Sikyong Dr. Lobsang Singye and Speaker of Tibetan Parliament in Exile offered their deepest condolences and remembered both the leaders as an ardent supporter of Tibetan cause and said that their demise is grieved not only by the people of India but Tibetans all over the world. The European Council President Charles Michel, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, and German Chancellor Angela Merkel held a high-level virtual meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping to discuss their relationships on Monday this week. President Michel said that he expects to make a field visit to Tibet during the upcoming EU-China Human Rights Dialogue in Beijing later this year. He also raised concerns over the treatments of minorities and human rights defenders and journalists in Tibet. The meeting addressed four key issues: climate change, economic and trade issues, international affairs and human rights, and COVID-19 and economic recovery. Tibet Support Group at the French Senate and the Office of Tibet, Paris, celebrated the 85th birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama at the Senate Hall in Paris on Tuesday last week. The official celebration was postponed in keeping with the prevailing COVID-19 situation at the time. The French Senate commended the outspread legacy of His Holiness and added that His Holiness is an inspiration to the French people who hold him in high esteem. Senator Michael Raisin, the president of Tibet Support Group at French Senate, has been a long-standing ardent supporter of Tibet for many years, and this is his final year in the Senate before his retirement. So much for this week. See you next time and have a great weekend.